As the sky pulled on its dark blue blanket and the very first star twinkled into view, a tribe gathered around a big, warm campfire. The flames crackled softly, like they were leaning in to hear the story the teacher was about to tell. Now, the teacher began, his voice calm and clear. Everyone who believes in Jesus Christ, the Son of God, will live with him forever. A peaceful silence fell over the group. The only sounds were the gentle snap of the fire and the distant howl of wild dogs echoing across the plain. In the circle of listeners sat a young boy named Aiko. He was known for being both brave and thoughtful. The flickering firelight danced on his face, highlighting his determined expression. He thought for a long moment, then looked up. "If Jesus gave his life for me," he said quietly, "then I want to give him something important too." He rocked back and forth on his heels, a familiar motion for his tribe. "I will give him my hunting bow," Aiko declared boldly. The other children glanced at each other. They all knew how many long hours Aiko had spent carving and perfecting that bow. It was his pride, but the teacher gently shook his head. "Jesus doesn't need your bow, Aiko." The boy looked puzzled. He reached down and stroked his big, loyal dog who was resting at his side. "Then I will give him my dog," he said with more confidence. The teacher smiled kindly. "But again," he answered, "Jesus doesn't need your dog either." The fire seemed to burn a little lower, as if holding its breath. Aiko's brow furrowed in thought. He had only one thing left, the most precious thing he owned. "Then, I will give him my horse," he exclaimed. The words felt heavy, like it was the hardest decision he'd ever made. A soft gasp went through the children around him. A horse was the greatest treasure for a young warrior, but the teacher's reply was just as gentle as before. "Jesus doesn't need your horse." Aiko stopped rocking. He fell completely still. His dark eyes searched the teacher's face, looking for an answer. "But I have nothing else," he whispered, his voice barely audible. "Only myself." The teacher placed a warm hand on Aiko's shoulder. "That is exactly what he wants, Aiko," he said, his voice full of kindness. "Your heart, your love, your life. That is the greatest gift you can possibly give to God." A slow smile spread across Aiko's face, lighting it up from within. At that very moment, the campfire seemed to agree, flaring up brightly as if it was rejoicing right along with him. It understood, just as Aiko now did, that the most valuable offering is not what we have, but who we are. Thank you for watching. If this story touched your heart, please like and subscribe for more inspiring content. See you next time.